Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars Week 8 Day 1. So, this is the first Guild Wars since they fixed it since the other one broke it. So of course in version 8.8 they broke Guild Wars. So last Guild Wars was basically the freest 4 wins ever. However, they have since in 8.9 with all the really good quality of life, one of the better updates in a long while. But with the 8.9 patch, one thing that was included with it, of course, is the fix to Guild Wars is now functioning as intended. So that's nice. They also added a few new features, or technically old features returning. For example, we can see the results of every person in the guild. Somewhere's here, I forget where it is. By player. Nope, not that. Somewhere's here. I saw it earlier. Wait, where is it? Come back. Roster? I think it's roster, right? There we go. Yeah, under roster here. So we can now see everyone's win rate again. So we can actually see, you can also see if they end up doing the boosts, and you can also see if they defended or not. Actually, I forgot to go do the boost myself. And I did the defends at like the last possible hour, but I did get my defend in there. But yeah, basically as a breakdown of how many boosts you did. As you can see, we did 0 out of 5. Should be doing 5 out of 5. Completely forgot to do it because I did it so last minute. It shows if we set a defend team or not, as well as who is not setting their defend teams. Bad people. Go make sure to go set it. I almost forgot to do it myself. And then, of course, your win rate on how many wins you're getting per day, as well as the total points that you got throughout the week. So basically the old system that used to be here, except, shifted for the new mechanics that exist now compared to the old system. But otherwise, it's still the same thing. Also, that one really... By the way, did they ever make a comment on the Paragon achievement? I know they were going to. They made like a comment that they're probably going to mention something about it later. Have they still not? Because last I checked on Monday, they still haven't made any comment on what about they're going to do about the Paragon achievement. Because that is by far the most annoying achievement to go get in the entire game. It's not even close. But we'll see how that goes. Actually, we're actually winning right now too, which is nice. Anyways, hello everyone. Hope you guys have been having a wonderful week. My birthday ended up going amazingly, by the way. I ate way too much. Let's see, what is everything I had when I ended up going out for dinner? Gosh, let's see. It was let's start from the top and go to the bottom. It was like a bread with some kind of oil and herb pesto sauce, whatever that thing is called. One of those root beers from one of those nice little glass thingies, which is so good compared to just out of the tap thing. I had a lump crab soup. What was everything else? Trying to do it in order so I don't forget one. A Bang Bang shrimp, because we ended up going to Bonefish Grill, and that's like one of their specialties. So that was really good. Gosh, I haven't ate there in 6 years. I forgot how amazing those things are. They taste so good. I ended up having 2 crab cakes with garlic mashed potatoes. I had potatoes au gratin, and I ended up having lobster ravioli in like some kind of wine sauce thing. But yeah, it was amazing. I was even talking to the managers up there too, and the conversation of my birthday came up, and they actually gave me a free Bang Bang shrimp to go. So that was like a free like 14 bucks of shrimp. Because there's like 24 pieces of shrimp as well. But yeah, it was amazing. It was really good. But yeah, I haven't ate there in 6 years. I didn't realize it was so long because it was before the pandemic. One of the main reasons we haven't really gone out there since then is the one closest to us closed down during the pandemic. So literally I haven't been there since 2019, so I kind of went all out. Since it was like the first time in 6 years, and it was my birthday, obviously. Not something we would normally do. It's like a once a year kind of thing, or at least spending that much anyways. I think it came out to like 80 bucks by the end. It was crazy high. But gosh, that was honestly some of the best food I had in such a long time. It was amazing. Anyways, hello everyone. Hello, yeah. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Crisp. Hello, Ron. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Jets. Hello, Minnie. Hello, who I forgot? Hello, hello, Clip Bob, and thank you for the considered support. Hello, Crip Purpose, and hello, Vanessa. Welcome. Okay, let's go win this Guild War. So, of course, in the Monday video, we went over all the teams for Guild Wars. Also, hello, Jamie. I went over all the teams for the Guild War, so let's go and get our team rolling. I'm pretty sure we're going with the Tango Bomb, which is why it's in the thumbnail. I have a feeling we'll be using it for all of them. Not really worth going for the shiny this time around, so we are probably going to be dodging it this time around. Let's see. Your guild leader got it before it started. Another guild member got it this morning. I wonder if the person who's already in Paragon there counts. Because I didn't think about that. Whoever already had it there probably like auto got it completed, which would be kind of funny. Because we do have someone already at Paragon, technically. from however it placed it in the previous system. So if we go over to My Guild's Keep and go over to roster, yeah, there is technically someone at the Paragon. I'm not sure if they actually got Paragon or if it just auto-sorted them there, because they went 3-2 this time around, which makes me think they didn't get the points for Paragon last time, but you never know. Because last time it was pretty free, so maybe they did. Because last time every single battle was basically an auto-win. But anyways, let's go do our battles. I'll start from the top and work our way around. Looks like I need to go top. Oh, that's annoying. I'll go top, though, so the guild can get more points. But top means we need to go do, what is this? Elemental and then Divine is going to be top row. Oh yeah, by the way, my defend team, I didn't get to show it because we did it so last minute. But this was our defend team that we went with, by the way. Normally I would go defend like something like Elemental, but it was already taken up. So I ended up going on the Divine, and I ended up going with Double Talk Shaka with the Essence of Evil and a Uller. Uller's okay. It has Freeze Fairy Fire. And has a really nice elimination ability that if it actually gets a cast off, gets to do quite a bit of value for yourself, since you get to eliminate a bunch of attack, bunch of magic, double mana drain. He's not the greatest, but he's really good if he can get a cast off early, just make the enemy team not able to do that much damage, and that's basically his main purpose, so that Talk Shaka can live longer and, you know, do its normal thing. Same as Essence of Evil. Main goal of it is to make sure the enemy can't really do as much, and then hopefully you end up sneaking out a win. We're going Elementals, which means we don't have a 50% mana start, but we are running 20% into everything else, so should be fine, hopefully, as far as our defend. Anyways, let's go to our offensive battles, and let's start from right over here, and we'll go take the hardest route, which is definitely that top one over there. Alright, we'll be running with this team most of the time. It's basically a Tango Bomb and Tango team. For the earlier fights, I don't know, do we want to go Dragon? I think this is still fine. We'll roll with this. How many hits do you have? Only 3, so you can never get that one shot, unfortunately. I think we still go for this, though. I wish this had 4 hits instead of 3, though. 3 makes it a little bit awkward, but we'll still run it this way. Just trying to see if there's anything else we want to change. What is our banner set to right now? Double brown, yellow. Double brown is because we get barrier off of it. The yellow is, what is the yellow? Oh, wait, why do we have yellow? Oh, no, never mind, it's minus yellow. I was going to say. Yeah, it's double brown red. Yeah, that's fine, because I need the +1 red for the weapon. Okay, I'm fine with that. That's perfectly fine. And the reason I said it's a double brown is so we can get barrier on brown. Oh yeah, let me go make sure I change my elementals. I think I changed it slightly earlier for what I was running before. But I actually want, oh no, do we want a lightning strike? What is extra blue mana doing for us? Do we care about that? I guess we do. It's fine. We'll leave it like that. I was doing that because of the defend team. Honestly, it's fine for the offense team too. I don't think we need to change anything here. Just double checking. But that should be fine. So one thing we can do is Princess Elspeth. That didn't used to really be a mechanic because insta-kill didn't exist, or insta-kill immunity didn't exist back when Elspeth was first added to the game. But one interesting thing you can do with her is you can kill something, or, you know, target something immune to insta-kill, and she will not kill them. This hasn't always been a mechanic since that's only a somewhat recent thing. But, yeah, you can just do that. It's pretty convenient. Only problem with this team is we do get a little bit slow on the initial mana. Is my only big concern for some of these later fights. Like, once the team gets rolling, it's pretty solid. But getting to the point where it gets rolling is kind of sketchy. At least as far as overall speed. So, Tangy, you wish there was a way of seeing how well your defense team is doing? Yeah, I wish it was a little bit better data-wise on that. It does technically tell you as a guild how well they do, but as an individual basis, it doesn't tell you at all. So it's definitely something they could try doing in the future, because it is fun to see that. There's something else I really wish they would have for stuff like this, which I know they could probably never end up doing. But having playback of the defend teams would be so cool to see as well. Just to kind of see how the enemy ends up doing against your team. Like what they end up doing strategy-wise, the turn-by-turn breakdown, everything else. But yeah, just a number that simply says, like, you know, your win rate would be nice. Because the current numbers that shows up there, I believe is across your entire guild. It doesn't show it on an individual basis, but on a guild-wide basis. So you don't really know how well your personal team did, only how well the totality of your guild did. So it still gives some data, just not as much as would be ideal. We have a Lord of Slaughter team. This isn't too bad since we have a lot of Entangle. Of course, using the Tango Bomb and everything as well. We can entangle something directly. He does have double Empower, which is probably the scariest thing, but he also only has 1 troop on the team. Once we kill Lord of Slaughter, we literally win the battle. One other nice thing about running Tango Bomb, and why he's pretty, I wouldn't say required, but definitely really highly advised to run if you have him, is he has Impervious. So we actually have a lot of immunity on this team. Not only do we have Elementalist that's immune to a lot of things, immune to Stun, Poison, Disease, Deathmark, Lycanthropy, Devour, and Freeze, but also we have an Impervious first slot with Tango Bomb, and an invulnerable third slot with the Immortal Selene, meaning the only thing that doesn't have any immunity is the main thing we're using to get our mana off the ground. And worst comes to worst, if she gets frozen at the start of battle, we could literally just have her attack herself, and we could replace her with a knight and no longer be frozen. So we have a lot of opportunities to, we basically have a freeze immunity at the start of battle, because the first 3 slots have immune to freeze, And if it was to hit the 4th slot, all we have to do is have Princess Elspeth cast on herself, and she will get replaced with a knight, and then we'll still get blue and yellow. Unfortunately, yellow a little bit less because of the banner, but we'd still get blue and yellow banner, or one or the other, and then we would just go from there and not be frozen at all. So we basically have freeze immunity. Because if it hits the 1 and 4 on Princess Elspeth, we just have her take out herself, and then we're no longer frozen. So we're effectively freeze immune with this team. It's something I didn't mention on the Monday video, but was one of the things that was built around. Because obviously a lot of people are building elementalists, so really important to have that freeze immunity. And we have effectively 3 times, 4 times immunity, depending on how you look at it. Which is one of the whole goals of the team is, you know, not to get frozen, not to lose our turns, and to have that initial momentum. It does still start a little bit slow because mana accumulators here are kind of meh. But, oh, come on! I was going to say, it's going to happen, isn't it? Yep. Luckily, we're not frozen on that exact color, so I can still do some things. But I think this is going to be an Elspeth hits herself moment. Because blue and yellow is actually looking pretty nice here, too. So I'm going to just have her take out herself. And now, as you can see, we are no longer frozen. Which is the whole point of doing that. And then we still have to go kill his first slot, which is still a problem. What does this knight do? A bunch of damage to an enemy. If their enemy has a dragon, deal 6 damage to all enemies. Okay, so that does basically nothing. I do want to get Tangle Bomb to full mana so we can get it entangled, or just some other means of getting it entangled. I kind of want to go for a skull here just so he doesn't pressure us too much. I'm going to go for the brown skull, get over mana there, get the other guy up if we want to do a little bit of a poke. Ooh, the mana drain gem. Luckily, I only hit the one that has immune, so we can go get mana drain right back so he doesn't end up getting empower value there. We can take a skull here. Does that do anything for him? Actually, let me take the brown first. Oh, nice! We hit the right one! Wait, we can kill him. We should have enough damage, right? We don't have a cascade here, but I can just take a skull however we want here. Vertical, what's their storm right now? Brown? I kind of want to take it here for the double brown chance. But we do this because we have triple damage entangle. So that should be a one-shot, and then the only thing on his entire team is now dead. So we have killed his entire team, now we just have to kill whatever's left. So we'll go do that, boom, and we do that one more time, and that's match. A red right now to get this full mana would be nice, but it is enchanted off of our enchant gems, which is nice. She creates 1 enchant gem per turn, which of course is 2 mana per turn on anything that activates on. So we'll be able to go utilize that to try to get everything we need going, and then we just went off of that. So we're going to go and use that to get our mana drain, or mana accumulation, and then that should be full mana, and then we just click it, and then we win. No, we're 1 mana short. How could you? Well, I guess we gotta wait 1 more turn. I can go entangle something. I kind of want to do it on hero in case he regains barrier, just to make it a little bit easier, so we can move that to the front, have it entangled, and then we just kill it out with the other true damage, and that is match. But yeah, this team should work out really, really well for the entire battles. I don't think we're ever going to need to change it. We might make some kind of adjustment here and there if we want to go with the dragon for a little bit of speed. But win rate-wise, I'm not sure we can make it much stronger than this. As far as our options, let me double check. What is our options again? So other things we could put into the team. We have the Amethyst Dragon, but honestly, she's already enough damage. It combined with our triple damage. We do have things like the mana off of this, but I'd rather have Elspeth, I think. Mostly because this doesn't have like the cleanse or anything, doesn't have immune. I honestly rather just have the Elspeth and have it kill out itself if it has to, like in a previous battle, so that we can get rid of that freeze, so it's not countering 3 colors. This does almost nothing. It has a little bit of a cool resummon, but without other dragons on your team, it's not really worth it, and it's not worth trying to force the Gem Dragon. Will of Nisha is so dead content. Christine X, they should have made the shiny so it would actually be viable. Unfortunately, they made it Willow, so now both of them are useless instead of just the Willow being useless. But if they would have made the shiny Christine X, I would 100% win for it. But given that they did it on Willow, that's very unfortunate, because now they're both kind of not worth using. Tangle Bomb is like the whole thing you want to run. It has impervious into basically everything you need. It has damage, has tankability, has immunes, can drag them in the front. This is a good budget option. Vanya has Bless per extra turn, so if you're missing a lot of these bigger options like Tangle Bomb or Mortal Celine or anything like that, running single or double Soul Moran Vanya ends up working out really, really well. Same as Bone Golem. Really cheap alternative to Tangle Bomb if you don't have it. Obviously, it uses very different colors that completely block Celine, but so you do have to change a bit more of your team if you're doing that. But this is a great Tangle Bomb alternative if you don't have it. It has 50% score reduction into some immunities, while having most notably a 4 times Death Mark potential, as well as a little bit of board control with a up to 4 times Death Mark on the opposing team while gaining a bunch of attack and armor. It's not that bad at all. Gains durability, gains offensive, has a chance of just randomly getting kills if they don't have immune. And that's basically everything. And then there's like a few utility things like Elspeth for a little bit of starting mana. Is she the only Empower? I think she is. Yeah, she's the only Empower you have access to. Which is why is basically just this. Which is why we have her there. Because we don't really have a good 4th troop for this team. Not that Princess Elspeth is bad, but it's like the best thing we have to work with. So hello, Yuam. Welcome. Anything else we need to do here? I think that's good. I'm just double checking if we need to like switch anything for the team. Interestingly enough, he's running that one Curse and Tangle guy, which means he will be able to go curse, or, you know, he will be able to entangle us. Is that on Skull? When enemies deal skull damage to me. Oh, that's a Tangle Bomb counter. Oh, that's kind of interesting. That is specifically meant to counter Tangle Bomb. How do we work around that? I didn't think about that. That's actually kind of interesting. Because that actually does have the ability to Tangle Bomb. You know what it doesn't have immunity to, though? Time for first slot Selene. No. You know what we could do? I could just drag something else to first slot. I'll just drag Wild Queen to first, or his hero. His hero's not running stealthy. I can just run his, I can just move his hero. And just have to deal with Wild Queen separately later. But yeah, this seems actually kind of, later. Let's see. But yeah, I think we do that. We try to just get his, resummoner out then. Oh yeah, hello Outlander. Oh yeah, why is the names all weird? I still need to go see if there's a way to fix that on the other end. Just stun? Yeah, we would eventually get the stun. That is the goal, of course, is to extra turn enough to get the stun. The problem is it's not guaranteed. Because we need to get at least like 4 stuns to get on average a stun on it. Yeah, we didn't get it first try. We didn't get a second try. Because that would be the most ideal situation, is we just get it stunned before we get a skull. Yeah, we didn't get it third try. We're running out of attempts. Let me go use Elspeth. We're gonna have her kill out herself again. And I didn't get another roll. But yeah, we still didn't get him stunned yet, unfortunately. So now we gotta go to plan B. Which is Tangle Bomb his hero. So let me go get this down first, get a bunch of true damage. We then go for a bunch of mana accumulation. We then Tangle Bomb his hero. And then we just one-shot his hero with a skull and then we win. Oh, we should be fine now. Plan B is working out really well since we didn't get the stun on him. And now we just one-shot him and then we won. It's over. Well, I guess there is still the problem of him doing stuff. It's not over quite yet. Especially since we now have 0 attack there with that entangle. But we do get to resummon immediately in front of it, so we should be okay. I just need to go grab... Okay, we got entangle on him finally. A little late. We finally got the stun on him. Slightly too late, but now we can do this and get a ton of mana. And what does this do? Deal a bunch of damage to an enemy, gain 2 mana back for with 25% chance for each entangled enemy. Well, look at that. We have 2 entangled enemies. How convenient. Alright, let me go kill it out normally with skull damage. I think we just skull and he's dead. Actually, I can just true damage here. How much true damage do we have? I think I just let him have the skull. And that will distract them for a turn, and then we kill him the following turn. Oh yeah, we have this too. Deal a bunch of damage to an enemy. If the enemy's armor is weaker, deal triple damage. The problem is they do not have... Oh no, they do have a weaker armor. Okay, so we just win. We do this, he'll get distracted by a skull, or he'll do... Oh no, that was the turn whatever thing. Oh no, that ended up helping him some, but it's fine. All we do now is just hit it, right? Because we have triple damage. Take the skull because why not? Into another skull, into that's match. And that should be triple damage because we have higher armor, and then boom, dead. The power of Elspeth taking her out herself. Because sometimes we actually get a good night there. But there we go. Did we miss a 4-gem yellow? No! Oh, my bad. Alright, let's see what the Divine team is. Oh, that's funny. That's pretty much the same team I set. The only difference is I went with a Mythic in last slot rather than a Cleanse. Alright, that's fine. So highest priority is kill Essence of Evil by far if we're going to Tangle Bomb something. Otherwise, basically just take skulls until we win. Because these things have some score reduction, but not that much. Plus they're going to be stunned if we get the Entangle on them anyways. Yeah, that was a pretty lucky Night Summon. We would have been fine without it though, but that was a really good one. Out of anything we could have summoned there, that's one of the highest damages we could add in that situation. Okay, I think we're good to go. I don't think we need to change anything. Honestly, most of these battles we don't really need to change anything. I'm just double checking just in case. So we'll have a redeem code once we go finish out Guild War, by the way. So speaking of which, 11-year anniversary of the game next week. We just covered the recap video of the 1-year anniversary for Brighter Shores earlier today. But, of course, the 11-year for Gems of War is next week. And they'll have a bunch of in-game things celebrating it and everything. We're frozen on last slot. I'm going to take my Enchant Gem and then let him do his thing. I want him to waste his Cleanse here. Perfect. Okay, now we can just win. Because I wanted to wait to use Elspeth after he did that. So now we'll have Elspeth on Elspeth. We got our Tangle ready to go. This gives us the ability to kill hero. I'm just not sure if I want to kill it right now. Because that thing's getting scary high mana at the moment. So I'm going to wait a turn and see if we can get a skull out of it. Oops. Oh, no, that's a wild card set that up. I was going to say. Is that enough to kill? That should be, right? Because we have triple damage. How much damage is this? Let's do some math. What is 94 times 3? Let's do some head math real quick. That is 282, which means 100% we kill him because he's stunned. So, yeah, let's just kill him. Easy. And now we kill Hero. This will drag him the first, though technically he's already in first to some degree. But we're going to make him really in first. Oh, no, our last slot was frozen. I didn't see that. That's a little bad. Wait, we're not frozen on blue. I gotta be careful of that. Because a lot of the knights that we can get summoned there can still be frozen. I forgot to factor that. Oh, do I just take a skull here? I think this is a skull angle. I can take this green. We're not frozen on green, so I can take that. Oh, an enraged gem. We are frozen on brown, so I can't take that. So yeah, I think we just take the skull. This is not enough to kill Hero, but does so much damage that it shouldn't really matter too much. Do you have any skull reduction? No. So I do that. It nearly kills him. We then do this. That then kills him as soon as we get rid of barrier. We get rid of barrier by doing mana accumulation. As long as he doesn't re-barrier here, we should be good. No point in taking a skull here. We'll just let him skull us. Oh, we don't have barrier, but he doesn't have enough damage to kill, so he should be fine. We just do this to kill him. Oh, wait, that didn't kill Hero? Wait, how's your ability work? Oh, it's 3 random enemies. Okay. I was thinking it was like 3 enemies, but it would always hit different. Never mind. Alright. How much mana drain is this? Or wait, we already have enough to kill with the other thing. I might as well just do that. And then we just worry about the final one. A little overkill here, but we'll do that just to kill that out, just so we don't have to deal with it. And it's basically a match. I can mana drain if I want. I don't think it's really needed here, though. We just go for a bunch of mana accumulation and 1 single poke, and that should be good. Problem is we don't have a poke. What does your damn ability do in totality again? Destroy a column, deal drain 4 mana from the first enemy for each purple gem destroyed and gain barrier. Okay, I guess I could just do that on the enchant gem real quick. Do it right over there. That brings him to 0 mana. Of course, you get the skull. I was trying to do that so we could get a follow-up on it. At this point, I should just get Celine or whatever her name is to full mana, and then we should be good. Alright, we're not frozen on anything, so I can just grab that. And there's a skull we need to win. Alright, that was a bit of a sketchy battle, but win's a win. And now we get an extra 1,000. Oh, nice. Someone else in my guild just went through that, too. Perfect. Now we need someone going down the middle. Let's go to the final fight. So far, only 5 people in our guild got to it so far. Let's see what we have on final fight. Okay, we might have to bring out the boss layer. They are running the Maelstrom Dagannoth, which does have immune to Entangle and everything. Alternatively, he is only a few hits away from death. If we can get double Celine on him, he's dead. Let's look at his HP value. Well, it depends how many skulls he's taking. But if we could double tap him, that's 170 damage. There's a kill range if he's only taking 2 skulls or less. Or sorry, 3 skulls or less. As long as he's taking 3 skulls or less across the entire duration of the battle, we can kill him with double Celine hits. So I might just keep it like this and hope we get a good Princess Elspeth. The alternative would be to switch that out for one of the raid troops and then just kill it outright. But then we still have to deal with Essence of Evil and 2 Beatrix. So I think I keep Princess Elspeth and just hope we get the momentum off of it. Or get a good summon if we target it on herself. And then we just go from there. Putting Stealthy on Hero would actually be kind of interesting here too. But then we have to drop our Entangle. And Entangle is still going to be really good for killing out their hero. Because it doesn't have immune to Entangle. It has immune to a lot of things, but Entangle is not one of them. So we can still land Entangle. Yeah, the Raid Troop is tempting here. I don't think we need it though. We just have to outrush the thing. Because he doesn't have that much starting mana other than Leprechaun. Well, I guess Leprechaun is going to be a lot, though. If I do go Raid Slaying, what is our option? We have 11 mana cost on this. Which I need to go upgrade. But this one, deal a bunch of damage to an enemy, boosted by Decaying Gems, which is basically nothing. But he has 50% score reduction, so we could put him in first. But then we lose our triple damage thing. It does full block on Mortal Sling initially. We have deal a bunch of damage to a boss, summon a Mistlark, and then just some immunities. And this one that's boosted by their mana, but we're already one-shotting it, so it doesn't really matter. So if we were to run one, it would have to be between one of these two. Running this as a second slot wouldn't hurt. instead of Princess Elspeth and just get a slightly slower start. That doesn't mean we're getting less entangles at the start, though. Let me double check. What is a Mistlark again? Oh, it's not in this kingdom? What is a Mistlark? I don't remember what it is. Mistlark. Wait. That's not it. Am I looking at the wrong word? Wait, what? My brain is failing me right now. What was that word? Oops, that's the raid event. Wrong thing. It does have the thing we're looking for to kill, but not the right game mode. What was the, I mean boss. Oops, wrong word. Summon a Mistlark. What is a Mistlark? Why do I forget what this thing is? Mistlark. Oh, this thing. Give a bunch of mana to all our allies. If what's her name is on your team, create 7 yellow. Summon delights. Okay, you do basically nothing other than meet shield. But it is still resummon. But it's a really bad resummon. Oh no, I'm kind of tempted not to run the raid thing. Or, you know, the raid slaying troop. I kind of want to go just with Elspeth and hope we're fine. And if it backfires, it backfires. I want to get that extra momentum from turn 1. I just feel like we're going to run too slow if we don't run it. Because we're still going to have to waste 2 turns to go and get him anyways. The problem is when he starts going crazy. But having Elspeth allows us to go get those stuns and everything else quicker as well. I'm just going to go for it. Yeah, the raid trips we have access to just aren't really that good, is the problem. I'm just going to go for it and hope we get lucky off of Elspeth. I'd rather have the momentum off of Elspeth than one-shotting the boss. Now the question is, do we cast this turn or not? Because he's about to explode all green. And right now, this board is not going to give him much value from exploding all green. So I'm feeling a take a red vertically to try to get a green there so he gets even less value. And hope a red doesn't go right there, the exact spot. And then he goes and does Leprechaun, and then we do our follow-up after that. As long as this Leprechaun isn't that good, we should be okay here. And to play it even safer, I might just do it up here. Just so he really can't get any value. Because I'm just really concerned he's going to get a red there and just get an absurd value. But we can also get lucky and get a green there. Oh, no, I'm going to take my chance. Okay, good. That gave him a green, but that's fine. We're in a really good position right now. So we'll do this. We hit it on his cleanser. That's huge. I think we Elspeth something. And I think I'm going to Elspeth her just so we can guarantee get one of her mana. Just to make sure it doesn't hit anything else. Alternatively, I would want to take a red here, but we don't have access to red just so we can get our mana accumulation going. But I think we do this on her. We got it on purple. So we do have full mana now. We do have access to red. We can get that from a free Cascade and get full mana. The only thing stunned is still his B, but honestly, for anything to be stunned, that's the most useful one probably. So let's test our luck and see if we can double hit him. He seems to be completely random, so that doesn't mean it could double tap him if we get really lucky. It did not hit him a single time. Wonderful. Worst possible luck. Alright. We'll take that. Still possible. Still possible. It's not over yet. Though I was hoping we would hit him at least once there. Okay, he's starting to get close to full mana. That's a little scary. Just a little bit. I could move him to first slot, though I feel like killing Essence of Evil in one shot just feels a little better. Even though he's going to start going crazy soon. The problem is he's going to have infinite mana really soon. But here, the pressure from Hero is still kind of high, since we didn't get that one hit. I don't know, how close is he to... The problem is we didn't get that one hit. If we did on him, I would 100% hit him right now. The fact we didn't puts him in a really awkward spot where we can't really kill him properly right now. Pull the B to front? I'm not really that worried about B at the moment, I don't think. It would block his mana a little bit though, wouldn't it? Ooh. But he's already blocked on green. It would block him on an extra color if we went for B. But honestly, I'm considering doing hero here just to kill it out. And then just going all in on damage on him then. Red to brown, free turn where... Oh yeah, I could take brown... Oh, sorry. Yeah, oh, no, that's not it. Wait, where'd you see red to brown? I thought I saw one right here for a second, but no, that's only one brown, not two. Oh, yeah, I see it now, vertically. Yeah, let's go for that. Free mana, thank you. Oh, wow. We got a lot of value here. Good call. Oh, wow, good call. There's so much free value. Anyways, we won now. 100% amazing call, thank you. Okay, so we just win now. Guess we really mess up somehow. I should just be able to take this skull and then damage pressure him down. I don't think we need to do anything fancy from there as long as we don't get super unlucky. But we take a skull. Oh, we even got double skull out of it. It's over. That's already match right there. These should be lethal. Yep, there we go. Easy. But yeah, huge call on Jets right there. Wow. That cascade value was insane. I didn't notice that. But yeah, that was some insane cascade value. Wow. That turned around real quick. But yeah, huge call right there. Okay, let's go ahead to the code. Yep, there was a script for the other video I was covering earlier. But here's the code for the Gems of War thing. Let me go save it. There you guys go. Enjoy. Okay, but there we go. We got a nice solid... How many points did we just score? 1,352. How does it stack up to our guild right now? If I go check roster. So we got a 1,352. Which seems to be kind of like tied highest. Oh, I didn't realize I'm Paragon right now. I thought it was lower earlier. But yeah, that seems to be a pretty common max score, I guess. Oh no, someone here got 1,363. A 1,352. I wonder what this exactly is, because this is the third person in the guild with this exact score. A 1,360. There are people with higher perfects than us, though. But out of every person with a perfect score, 3 of them have this exact number for some reason. So I wonder exactly what every parameter that this is meeting. Because it seems to be the most common 5-0 win in our guild right now. So we're meeting like all the same conditions every fight. And not getting any of some of the extra ones. But getting Paragon is going to be so annoying. Because you have to do all those weird extra ones, like get an 8-time match, try to win in like 2 turns, try to get a 1-shot. There's a lot of really weird things. You actually can get a 1-shot with this setup. You would have to do it with Tangle Bomb. If you do a skull poke on Tangle Bomb and the triple damage is enough to 1-shot, then that would count as the 1-shot. But the enemy stats would need to be low enough for you to actually land that. Let's go clear out everything else. We got a lot of things to go and catch up on this week. As I haven't been doing as much of the dailies the last 2 days. As 2 days ago, I was busy with the birthday, and today I was busy trying to get the, as well as last night, I was trying to script out, or, you know, basically this overview and set up the video I was recording today for Brighter Shores, so I've had very little spare time to go do the Gems of War things. Been doing, like, ultra bare minimum dailies lately. But obviously the next 5 days won't be streaming, we'll be doing all the everything. So today's our first day of catch-up. But yeah, Guild War's gonna be a lot of fun again. I'm glad they finally fixed it, because gosh, this is so much more fun than last Guild War week, where every single battle was just free win, free win, free win. The most ideal Guild War would be as challenging as it is now, but we still somehow win every day. That would be the most ideal thing for Guild War. Is like this exact amount of challenge, but we still somehow go 5-0 every day. Or, you know, as a guild, still end up winning every single day or something. Even if we don't personally go 5-0. Because that'd be best case scenario. So we still get challenging battles, but also we still get the loot. Because last time it was just the loot. But sometimes you can get like way overly challenging ones. But luckily we're in a nice in-between because our guild score right now is kind of low. We actually went down the last few weeks, so this is actually a good thing. Because we ended up going as high as like top 10, which was really bad. Because everyone there was like so strong that we're fighting. But currently we're 59th, so a lot of the guilds we're getting aren't, like they're still challenging. But they're not like, you know, top 10 challenging. Like they're still difficult, but there's nowhere near like if we get one of these guilds kind of difficult. Like they're still doable. And also we have a somewhat okay team this time around. Some weeks you just get really bad options. But honestly, Silver Clade's not that bad. It's definitely not the strongest setup we've ever had for a Guild Wars in a new format, but it's far from the worst, that's for sure. Alright, let's go clear out everything. We still need to get some weekly stars. Dailies here, all good to go. Then PvP we're good to get into it anyways. Clash Trial, we're just going to ignore. Raid boss. Yeah, let's go do raid boss. I've been neglecting this. How's the guild been doing on this? Doing decent. Still need some help. Let me go help them. Oh yeah, we get to do the fun skull spam team. We don't normally get to do this. I end up setting it to this team just so we could finally run skull spam for once. Because the entire meta is basically just cast spam. So, yeah, I figured this would be a nice fun opportunity to just mess with skull spam. Because Wild King is basically the second strongest skull spammer in the entire game. He's really high up there. Technically even the first as far as overall value he gives to your team. I'm actually still surprised how insane they made him value-wise. Like how much of a difference there is between Wild Queen and Wild King. Because originally when it seemed like he was going to come out, it's like, oh yeah, they're going to make it like a little bit more scaled to where Wild Queen is. But no, they went all in on how much he buffs. The fact that he hits all allies and not just first ally is the main thing that makes him crazy. Alright, we'll throw that down. Because even if he dies, or whatever your first slot is, you still have 3 other troops just as strong as what your first slot was. And whenever he's not your first slot, then you still get to keep casting him too. No, in this case we are using him as our first slot just so he's not mana blocked. So, hello Outlander, hello Isabel! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Lester. Time to shave and go bald? I don't know, is my hair getting that long? I know I finally shaved the beard about a month ago or so. Like a month and a half. It grows back so quick though. This is like 1 month of beard already. It needs like an off button for growing. Giving the boss Marilith isn't fair. Oh yeah, that does give it a lot of mana accumulation. That'd be kind of scary if it's in first slot. I haven't actually really noticed yet because we're still at the somewhat earlier range. Because we're basically still one-shotting everything with skulls, basically. But yeah, I can see that being an issue later down the line. Like a first slot Marilith that doesn't want to die or something. We're still early enough that that hasn't been an issue yet, though. But if their team was like green-red Marilith into green-red, and then him, one single Marilith cast just gives him full mana instantly. In that situation. If he's not mana blocked by anything. Or very minimally mana blocked. Though of course luckily the raid troop like always still one-shots it. Or two-shots it if you go really deep. But for how deep we normally go, it should one-shot the whole time. And even if it doesn't, I think one single Wild King will be more than enough to clean up whatever's left. Honestly, I barely even need to go caster. Wild King alone is already going to be enough. Look at that. That's insane. I almost forgot how absurdly broken Wild King is. It's still slower than obviously running like Flower Dragon or Stellaryx or something. But, you know, when you, in some restrictions like these, it is definitely worth running, that's for sure. This is so much damage. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that we have to have the raid troop on our team, we honestly, if we were allowed to still get max score without her on our team, we honestly would probably take her off our team and just put like Wild Queen there or something just to give us even more value. But of course you do have to run her for double score. Oh, so we just get a reflect kill, that's funny. Oh. Almost never happens, but when it does, very nice. Now, what do we need here? We'll take that one over. Grab our other cast there. Get over mana. He'll do a thing. That's fine. Get our mana. Anything else we need to move there? I don't think I have a Cascade over here. It's just a Skull Angle. Oh yeah, there's something we do have to be worried or care about a little bit. We do create yellow with Wild King. So if we do Mega Miss, the Valraven gets to escape, which of course is problematic. That so far hasn't been an issue, but we do have to be careful with that occasionally. As a Mist Wild King is basically a free Valraven escape. Alright, there we go. Anything else we need there? Doesn't look like it. We'll take our yellow. Oh, we got to go for it again. Come on. There we go. Nice, nice. Now he's one-shot it with the boss. Slain troop. I miss running Skull Spam. It's something I hope when they end up doing those Citadel things, or whatever they were called. If Skull Spam ends up making a comeback, stuff like this could be so much fun to run again. Because you actually have a reason to run it on general battles over using Flower Dragon for everything. Because I would love to see the return of Skull Spam. I just would like to see when it returns, it doesn't be the only option though. Because that's been an issue with Skull Spam a lot of times in the past. Because a lot of times when it's been the most powerful option, it's been the only option. In a sense that it just eclipses everything else in power. And it could easily get like that again if they're not careful with it. If they try buffing attack spam teams a little. And that should be matched. There we go. Don't even need the Enrage. Unfortunately, he doesn't have Enrage on Def. There are a few other things you could put in your first slot that gets that really nicely. Where you get to keep enraging every single kill. But unfortunately, he does not have Enrage on Def. It's one of the few mechanics that are really broken for Skull Spam like that he is missing. Obviously, he gets to reapply it every time he casts, but he doesn't have an auto reapply like some troops do. You have to actually cast his ability to reapply it. So what's his final trait doing again? Oh yeah, it was just extra magic. Which of course is extra attack bonus for him. Where's all the mana? Very slow momentum starting battle. Oh yeah, I forgot. That weapon has silence on first slot on cast. That's not bad. I was like, how's that thing not dead yet? How's that thing still not dead yet? Fine, I was just gonna do it like that. That thing way overstayed its welcome. There we go. But these are basically all the battles since Monday. I haven't even touched it at all. But as a guild, we should be done by like tomorrow or the following day, so we should be good after that. We'd have to be careful. He does have some skill reflect on the team. I guess it's only one. It's not that big a deal. But the deeper you go, even just a 25% skill reflect can be kind of annoying. Because their durability keeps going higher. So even if the exact amount of percent that they're doing back to you is the same, they're effectively doing more damage the deeper you go. Because per hit, they're still doing the same. But if they have more HP, then, you know, they can get more damage on you over time. Because normally under player control, 25% score reflect is almost nothing. But if the enemy has like 3 times your stats, 25% goes a long way. Obviously, we're not quite there yet stat-wise, but you know, it does get there eventually, the deeper you go. Alright, 6 more battles to go. Then we'll go clear out the other daily, to go check out PvP, and then figure out what else we still have to go clear out. And of course, in 8.9, with the new PvP changes, you can claim your thing whenever. One of the reasons you normally wanted to claim it at a certain range is you were able to double dip from 5,700 to 6,499. You were able to double dip the extra 1,000. However, they fixed that in the most recent patch, which I think they fixed it a week before the most recent patch. And because of that, you can actually use your EXP booster whenever. So the downside with that is you don't get the extra 1,000 anymore. But the upside of it is you can literally use your 1 hour boost whenever you want. You no longer have to do it in that very specific window like before. Assalamu welcome, welcome, hope all's been well. Which really gives a lot of freedom to when you want to use it. AK saving it till Saturday or Sunday. But it makes it even easier to do so, especially on a Guild War week where you tend to get a lot more PvP points than normal. Due to, you know, PvP giving the PvP points as well. I still can't believe that next week is already the 11-year mark, though. It's crazy it's already been that long. Hey, that reminds me, Thanksgiving is like only a few weeks too. I need to go get a bunch of holiday cards soon. Before I forget. Normally I like to get all my Thanksgiving and Christmas cards at the same time. My dad's birthday is also in there, so I just get like a billion cards all at once so I don't forget them. And also just so I have to go out once instead of a billion times. I need to do that in the next week or so. Oh, what do we need here? Grab that, got our other hit. Should be able to one-shot him there. Boom, good to go. And that is match, if it will ever let me cast. There we go. Ooh, big miss. I keep forgetting, the raid trip is double magic. If we really want to, we could cast her and King Salinas to get a kill. But she's heading for like 150-ish. And then he has a little bit of cleanup after. We're starting to get to the point where that doesn't quite work though. But if we really had to, we could just cast both of them and that should be pretty much a kill. If we just have like no skulls or something on the board. Or if they're already partially damaged. Oh, yeah, no wonder why he feels so strong too. He has 20% extra stats this week. I was wondering why he feels like extra strong this week. That would be why. 20% stats does do that. Because that's not only 20% more magic, which means 20% more attack value every time. But he also has a 20% higher starting attack value on top of that. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. How close are we to getting 20,000? Because I should go and get that soonish. We might go farm that tomorrow or on Saturday. Because I'm only one deep book away from permanent +2 attack off of Suncrest, I believe it was. We should really go claim that soon. Let me double check. How far away? I think we're still like 10,000 away, though. Is the only problem with that. Yeah, that's a problem. And I only have 2,000 right here. So I still need to make up like a whole 8,000. Yeah, maybe by this Saturday we go push for it then. But every time we have the 1 hour booster. Because then we still get 1,000 from this. You can't double dip it for 2,000 anymore. But you still get 1,000 like you normally would for it. So that'll probably be when we do it then. We should have that hopefully by Saturday then. Because I only need one yellow deed book for +2 permanent attack here. So close, yet so far. Alright, oh, we did that, we did that. Also, 6 more to go. Also, sure, I probably had that before I did Guild War, but well. Let's go finish out the raid event. Probably 4 more battles here. Clear out the other daily, get the last 4 stars, get the other bit of stats there. And probably head over to PvP for the rest of the time then. Because we need to start getting it up to 6,500 by Saturday. Oh, I did that. I could have just went for the kill. Whoops. Oh, let's kill you with that. I feel like King Salinas hasn't gotten to do anything. There we go. Of course, the reason he's there is for 50% mana start to all wild folk. Which, with this team, does include our entire team. Because I'm using Bard as well. I believe it's for the magic bonus. I can't remember why I'm using Bard. But I assume it's because we get magic and or a lot of attack from it. Obviously, we're getting double 4 times bonus. I just forget what the 4 times bonus is off the top of my head. Probably go double check. Whatever it is, I know it was worth it. It was worth it enough that Bard was better than, like, Elementals or something. Let me double check. What was it exactly? Oh, you're not going to let me check? Fine, I'll go check the Monday team then. If I go check the Monday team, it was... Oh, no, it was mostly just for durability, I guess. He's only 12 attack. That's not nothing, but that's not a lot. Alright, there we go. Dailies, check. We'll get that done when we do PvP. Campaign, check. We'll get that done when we do something. Class trial, we tend to skip these days. It's only 25 gems. We can get that from, like, 1 tribute. Guild Wars, we already did and got a nice solid 5-0. And it looks like as a guild, we're going to win. Good job, guild. Oh, yeah, I didn't get to claim my rewards, though. Of course, as long as we lose 2 or less times, we will get the shininess. Even though I'm not buying the pass because the thing is so useless. And, of course, we still get the free rewards. So there's 1,000 VP right there. We almost forgot about that. We get 2,000 for it. So as long as we get 5-0 tomorrow or by Saturday, we'll guarantee have it. That'll be 2,000 extra VP we can put towards it. Because even though we're not getting the extra big 5,000 one on the paid side, we're still getting the free side 1,000 or 1,500. So yeah, it's 3,000 actually between the 2 medium ones. That's not too bad. All right, so we did that. Tribute's ready. Speaking of 25 gems, like there, that's how easy it is to get our 25 gems. Easy as that. All right, let me go to dungeon real quick. Underspire's still just been doing the free. Actually, we haven't even done the other thing yet. I still need to go get the lantern and everything. But it's just going to be the free battles this week. But, yeah, let's go take our dungeon here. Come on, top 3. Oh, I got a top 3 perfect yesterday, by the way. Can we get 2 days in a row? No. Just don't get the silence. Oh, okay, good, good. All right, we got the bullet dodge there. We dodged the silence. All is good. The silence has been dodged. I can still randomly die to death mark, but that's way less annoying than silence. Yeah, there we go. 1 down, 2 to go. Don't accidentally click the silence room, though. Whatever you do not click one of the other 2. Because whatever that buff is, it's not worth accidentally getting silence. Yeah, there we go. Another set down. Take out the final fight, and then we'll go claim the other 2 just in case one of them is a little bit of yellow jewels there. And then the only thing left is if we want to do a little bit of Underspire, otherwise just all in on PvP then. But yeah, Saturday I think is the day we'll run the 1 hour booster then. And that'll also be the day we run our 3 book opening. Which means we have about a 50% chance we get a +2 permanent attack this Saturday. And there's the silence. Also, I keep thinking this is Bless. Because it says Bless. This only gives you Barrier. There's been a handful of times where I thought this was actually Bless. Because it literally says Bless, but it's actually just Barrier. That always gets me every time. Because it literally says Bless, but the buff itself is Barrier. Oh, there it is! The 11-year anniversary pet. Coming out this Wednesday. Or, next Wednesday, upcoming Wednesday. Oh yeah, last few days to spend your Halloween points too. We already grabbed everything from that though. Alright, still need 4 more points. Apparently we haven't done any game mode that gives that. I know for sure PvP does though. Alright, let's go get our spell reduction buff. And then we have to do either Construct or Roshka. I'd rather do Construct, I think. But first things first, let's go get our spell reduction. And then we'll go run that down. But I think we'll go Construct. Because we already have the score reduction with it. I believe the Team Forge is slightly less annoying. Main thing of Rorashka is you would double Ubistek kill. And you can incorporate that with the Immortal. But the other location, I believe, has access to Immortal Ossifer. So Ossifer with a bunch of good constructs should be fine. Yeah, honestly, Silence is by far the most annoying one. There are days where if I see Silence, I will legitimately just skip it. Because I can't be bothered to deal with it. I have done that a handful of times. Where if I get silenced on a Thursday off stream, I will literally just not do the daily. It is that annoying. Like, there is counterplay to it, but it is that annoying that I will honestly just skip it, full skip it some days. If silence ends up affecting it. Because I'm pretty much at the point where I have infinite diamonds. That's not something you should do. But we have so much infinite diamonds where I just can't be bothered some days. He's getting silence takes a whole extra, like, minute to kill them, if not 2 minutes. I start running, like, a Beatrix or something on your team. But then you have to, like, modify your team, put it on, then remember to modify it back. Which already takes, like, a minute right there anyways. Like, the problem is there's counterplay to it, but all the best counterplay requires you to modify the team. And the time taken to modify the team, it almost wastes about as much time as just doing the battles brute force. Alright, oh, we did that. Let's go to Construct now. Oh yeah, Soulforge resets tomorrow. That's what I thought. Why did the patch thing say... So I wasn't going crazy on Monday. Wait, so I wasn't going crazy. Because the patch notes said Thursday. But when I was recording the Monday video that morning, it sure looked like it said Friday. But yeah, that's Friday reset, not Thursday reset. That's what I thought. Why did the patch notes say for Thursday then? That's weird. Yeah, I knew I wasn't going crazy. Because that definitely seemed like it was Friday reset time, not Thursday. Based on that time frame. So I was right when I mentioned in the video. It's the update that is wrong. Alright, or at least the patch notes. What was I doing? Oh yeah, PvP. Did I get the full buff yet? Yes. Oh yeah, we were doing Construct team build. Right? Was there anything else I forgot? Why do I feel like I'm forgetting something? Yeah, I got everything. Alright, we're good to go. Alright, let's go do Construct. Don't do quick battle, do this one. Oh yeah, we got the boom pile. I completely forgot about him. Oh yeah, duh. This is gonna be really easy. Never mind, I'm not gonna build a real team. We got boom pile. Scratch that. I thought I'd have to build a real team. We're just gonna do Wanda Stars into Ossifer into infinite mana. I forgot we don't have to build a real team at all. Whoops. And then we'll just go, I guess it doesn't really matter too much. Just double any of the base colors. How about double red? If I could find where red is. There it is. And class, I don't know, how about some mech? Doesn't really matter too much as long as we have 50% mana start. Yeah, we do have the new Mythic tomorrow. We'll be covering a video on it tomorrow morning. Or tomorrow afternoon if I sleep through it. Not sure how awake I'll be tonight. Because honestly, I'm still so bloated from birthday dinner. That dinner lasted like literally 2 days because there was so much spare food to bring back. And because my mom didn't eat some of what she ended up getting, so she just gave it to me as well. But that was like 2 mega meals 2 days in a row. And it's been like a whole day since then, and I can still feel it. It was so good, though. They mentioned it earlier, but the we were talking with the manager there some because they ended up coming, saying hi and everything. But the topic of my birthday ended up coming out, and he literally just gave me a free meal to go. which is so nice of them. There's like $14 worth of the shrimp thing that they have, which is like one of their best menu items. He initially said any dessert, but because I'm allergic to you know, most nuts, I was like, oh yeah, I can't really have most of those. And I was like, oh, can I have the appetizer thing? It's like, oh yeah, sure, why not? Which is pretty nice of him because it's like double the cost as well. But yeah, I was even looking at him because I could have sworn that was a different manager. He's actually been working there for like 20-something years, but the reason I didn't recognize him, because I used to eat there a bit with my dad back when we used to go there with like his business partners and a couple other things. But the reason I didn't recognize the manager is he was mostly the head chef in the back, but now he runs like the front end of the restaurant. But yeah, that was why I didn't recognize him. So it wasn't actually under new management. It was just I didn't recognize him. Or not didn't recognize him, but you know, he was in the back instead of the front. They kind of shift roles from like head chef to running the whole place. What do I need here? We'll take that one. Because the Bonefish nearest me ended up closing out, so it's been 6 years since I've been to one. Literally before pandemic was the last time. But I forgot how good it is. It's very rare that I would ever go out to a place like that these days in this economy. My gosh, is it good. Alright, what do I need here? I'm just gonna throw a Boom Pile. He has auto extra turn. He has so much value, I even keep forgetting sometimes he has auto extra turn. Like pretty much every goblin in existence. Because I kind of think of him like Takshaka in a sense. Or like Pharaoh. That don't have auto extra turn. But he does have auto extra turn. It's kind of insane. His amount of explode value is a bit worse because it only does it on Skull. But he makes up for it with auto extra turn on ability. Also, I am about to die here on this battle. What is going on here? Don't go down! Oh, yeah, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Wait, 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 wait. Hold, 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 hold. Hold, hold, hold. Hold, hold, hold. I was trying to set up a Skull there. I failed that miserably, though. Hold, hold, hold. Hold, hold, hold. Wait, there we go. Alright, that battle was almost really bad, but it came around. But yeah, before we end the stream, let's go peek at the new Mythic. Because I haven't actually seen what it does yet. Does anyone know if it's any good? I'll go peek at it on the little spoiler thingy and see what it has. Of course, subject to change by tomorrow, potentially. Just so we know what we're in for tomorrow. And of course, we'll cover a full video on it tomorrow at some point, hopefully early. Hopefully it's at least usable. Let's go take a peek at it. Actually, let me go do my 3 daily middle battle then. Because yesterday was Wednesday, so we don't have any specific battles. So let me just clear 3 middle real quick. And then we'll go look at the new Mythic. And how much time are we at right now? Is that... Oh, it's already been an hour, okay. Well, I guess we'll end at like checking out the new Mythic then. And then tomorrow we'll run it back. We'll run Guild War, hopefully have a nice fun Guild War day again. And go over to the new Mythic, I guess. Maybe even mess with him on some battles if he's actually good enough to bother using. And of course we'll have the video in the morning at some point. Good third trait and decent spell? Okay, that sounds nice. Honestly, that's all you need to make a Mythic sometimes. A good Mythic and a good Legend really just needs a good final trait. The ability is just extra value on top of that. If their traits are just amazing. But the ability needs to at least be usable. Like, if their ability is so bad you never want to click it even if you have full mana, then that's a problem. But as long as it's, like, slightly usable but has a really good trait setup, it's normally worth running. At least in some situation. Oh, throw that down. Oh, was that 3 battles? I think it was. We're good to go there. We're good to go there. All right, let's go do it. So, spoiler time. Let me go click refresh on this. That might take a minute for it to load. Just want to make sure it's updated. Loading, loading, loading. All right, this might be a moment. Let's go do one other thing first. All right, let me go copy paste the team for Underspire. We're not going to do them right now, but I don't even have my team pasted there yet. So we're running a quick kill Flower Dragon team. A little bit different than what we're running for the event, but this is because I intended to just do the free battles. Let's see. Because I knew between the Brighter Shores thing and the birthday thing and everything, I wouldn't have as much time this week. So I figured we just do the free battles. Also, why is my brain going bad? It's because I'm in PvP menu. And I'm trying to menu through to try to get to Underspire, not realizing that I'm in PvP menu, leading to an infinite loop where I just keep menuing through PvP menu. Whoops. Alright, now that we're here properly. Honestly, I could probably replace this guy for just more mana accumulation. Because realistically, with how deep we're going, or lack thereof, all we need is Flower Dragon, nothing else. Flower Dragon's the entire team and 100% of the team. It's nothing but just immediately cast Flower Dragon. A little bit of a hefty mana pool, though, is kind of unfortunate. I'm about to kill him with Skulls before he even gets his ability off. That's sad. The alternative to that is get the weapon up, and then we're good to go from there. Alright, there we go. Now the team is saved. We'll run the rest of them later. But let's go look at the spoiler. Alright, where's the new mythic? There it is. So, it's coming out Friday the 7th, which of course is tomorrow. The name is Void Jaw. It is a mythic, obviously. Drifting Sands. Purple, yellow, red. 24 mana cost. Pretty standard for mythics. Daemon Monster. Not the greatest of typing. But it is Assassin, which means it's going to hit something really hard for a single target. And it deals magic plus 6 damage to an enemy boosted by purple gems at a ratio of 4 times. That's not great. If they use red mana, there is a 60% chance to devour them. That is, though. Wait, what? That's not bad, actually. No follow-up's kind of unfortunate, though. But in any situation where you'd run this, you'd be running it in a red situation, of course. Like, obviously, you wouldn't be running this unless you're against a 4 times red team or something similar. And he is red, so even in those kind of times where you're, like, mirror red, like Red Guild War or something. Though we kind of already had that in the past, didn't we? But still, 60% devour on red, that's not horrible. And it agrees to create 2 purple gems when his turn begins, while having 30% score reduction. I don't know. Is that good? 2 purple gems honestly doesn't do that much. 2 normal purple gems? I don't know. I don't think this thing's that great, honestly. Like, it's not bad. But unless you're doing it for a very specific Daemon Monster or Drifting Sands restriction, like outside those 3 instances, I don't think you're bothering to put this in a team. It has no follow-up on ability. Its Devour rate is not guaranteed or even close to guaranteed. But it's 60%. 60% is not bad. But there's a lot of things that can easily get like 80 to 100%. Oh no, 2 purple gems just isn't a lot though. Obviously it's stacked, so you could have 2 or 3. I'll probably get 2 or 3 of them just for the sake of having it. So I guess in that regard, it could be kind of okay. Because creating something like 4 or 6 purple per turn is pretty powerful. But you need to have something else to feed the purple into. You wouldn't necessarily want to feed it into this. But when it comes to overall mana accumulation, you're going to get way more from double Pharaoh or double Takshaka or, you know, double other similar things. Even double Boom Pile, I feel like, would get more mana than that. Because at best, let's say hypothetically, you have 2 of them on your team and all 4 of them land. That's not a lot of purple mana. Like, let's say those 4 land, it becomes a 5 times. In that perfect scenario, you only got 10 mana, plus whatever your banner is, of course. And that's under perfect scenario, and it's only for purple. It doesn't mean mana accumulate for anything other than purple. See, I don't think this thing's going to get used that much. Aside from, like, these 2 restrictions and maybe Drifting Sands. So I'm probably still going to get 2 of them for the sake of running it that way. But, I don't know, I don't really see much of a use case beyond that. Like, I don't really see a general team that you're using this in. Like, if you're allowed to use absolutely anything, you're basically never bringing this out. There's just way better things that have a better mana accumulation on his final trait there. But there will be restrictions where you do run double of it. I could definitely see that happening. Especially because Daemon purple is so good. Like, purple is so good for Daemon. Monsters can use it too, but Daemons definitely use 4 purple way better than Monster use 4 purple. From having double of this on your team, of course. Kind of squishy. It has some score reduction. Doesn't have too much else beyond that, though. I wouldn't really say that's that big of an issue of how squishy it is, though. The biggest issue is it doesn't really do that much. Because it gains a lot of durability once it starts getting devours and everything, but its devour rate never goes up. It's just a flat 60% assuming the enemy's red. But no, just really niche. Like, you'd have to be either a Daemon, Monster, or Drifting Sands restriction, and or the entire enemy team would need to be red. There's like the only 2 situations you could bring it out. And even then, it might not be the strongest option you can run. It would just be a option that can be ran. I don't know, we'll mess around with it tomorrow and see what we could do, though. It's definitely not bad, it's just really mid. Like, perfectly balanced middle. And because it's perfectly balanced, it's kind of bad, because there's a lot of things that aren't even close to perfectly balanced. that are like 1,000 miles ahead of it. But I would say this is a perfectly balanced mythic, which means it's weak. Because generally only run things that are broken in the current state of the game because there's just so many troops in the game now. Even just 10% of them being broken is already like 150 troops that are really strong. Speaking of which, hello, Takshaka. We've actually been using it so much, it's our most used troop now. Speaking of things that would be used instead of it. Oh, no, it's not bad, though. It's definitely worth getting one. And I'll get two just for the sake of messing around and see what I could do. Might even get a third. But honestly, I think two is the furthest we could realistically go for, though. Third, just overkill. Because you need to have at least one other purple on your team to utilize its value. Because ideally, you'd want to be putting the purple mana into something slightly better than it. Red in itself. Anyways, guys, well, we'll have a video going over it tomorrow morning. And then, of course, we'll be streaming tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be for the next 4 days. For the next 3 days, doing Guild Wars every single day and having fun with that. As well as, you know, just clearing out dailies and everything else. And, of course, on Monday, we'll have the Monday reset. And as well as the first day of the 11-year anniversary for the game is next Monday. And, of course, we'll be streaming on that day as well. And, yeah, we'll go from there. Anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week, wonderful Guild Wars. And, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night. Catch you guys then in about an hour prior to now tomorrow. And see you guys later. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching.